Really? There is two ways you could do this. Now this version I think is just the best in general right now. So I got super lucky with the weapon on this. Now, don't think you need to do this with a weapon, this just makes it even better, but even if this is running like with 2 or 3 exalts in here, it will still run perfectly fine, so don't worry about that. But get damage to large enemies on this if you want to make it a boss version, which I wanted to do because, and I'll tell you why it's a boss version for this. This Governor's Dagger hits super hard, right? So most of the damage to this is coming from the large enemies here, which I got 4 exalts, which is kind of just crazy luck, right? So you got that, but then when you pair that with crit damage in 1, 2, 1 and 2, so you got these two as well, so not crazy crit damage, but then you got fire damage in 3, armor pen in 3 as well, and this crit chance here, you've got guaranteed crits on bosses, so as soon as they're burning, you get crazy crit chance, so 38% there with the boost, 75%. Sorry, not 38, it'll be about 35 or something, right? Then here I get another boost 22, so that's 57, 22. We're getting to like high 70s and you got 20% here. So you got guaranteed crits basically. 120 base here, 220% crit damage. Fire damage is getting to like 50-60%. Armor pen is like 70%, so crazy damage stats, but yeah, the damage to large enemies is insanely good for this, right? Now, one other thing that's really good with this is this on here. Normal attack damage increased by 36%, so I've got 2 crits in here with the Exalt. So this goes up to like 60% extra damage. When I do a charged attack, I do 60% more damage. I then do 105% more damage to large enemies, so that's just crazy increases, right? You might be thinking, why haven't I just done the other stuff like attack speed, all that stuff? Well, I was running just damage based with durability, and I was just deleting everything, right? And I thought, I don't need all this damage for ads. I want to focus on bosses with this and just become a boss machine. Even with this setup, I've only running around about 70% crit chance, right? Because this burning doesn't work too well against enemies that are really weak, because you just one-hit them, right? So, or just you two-hit them. But tanky enemies, this is where this is really good, because you're going to burn them, guaranteed crits, right? But for ads, no problem. You've got loads of healing with the health on kill, so you just slice them up. But another part of this build which is really important, which is really cool for bosses, is this shield. So this shield gives me health regen, 2 every second. But boosted, that's 3.75. and then you get 20% extra healing as well. So this is around about 4 healing here. Add that with the healing on here, that's around about 8 healing. And then you add it with these gloves, right? Which is 18% of 300, which is 54%. So, and that's not even 18% because it's, so 75% of 18 is, let's say it's 14. So you get about 32 there. So 32% of 300, you get about an extra 90 to 100% healing, right? I mean, just crazy numbers basically. You can't really ask for much more than that. Really, really good. What does that do? Well, let's have a look. We'll try and fix it here. So if I drop my health down and pop a apple, so this is 20 health, yeah? This is actually going to be less than what I'm going to get in a fight. So that would activate the chest with the shield. That's the healing right there. So it'd actually be more like this, to be honest with you. If I pop a mushroom, let me just try and pop both. This is what it would be like. So one of them, one of them. Crazy. Crazy healing. So that's really good in boss fights, because if obviously we've got crazy damage, doesn't matter, but if let's say you run out of food and hunger, you can just drop back and hold your shield up, pop an apple, and just move around a bit, get back full health again. It's a pretty cool technique you can use there. So you don't have to do the healing thing, but I think it's pretty good. Health and kills enough, but for bosses it does help you, so pretty good. Pretty happy with that. I think outside of that, you know, the rest of it you can kind of do what you want. The damage is really good. Crit chance, crit damage. I think a lot of it just comes from this weapon, if I'm being honest. The weapon itself is just crazy. I don't know what it is, but it's just hitting really hard. And I noticed it pretty quickly that it does do a lot more damage than most of the swords. So you don't have to run the fire necessarily. You could do a physical version. So don't worry about that too much. You could do a physical version. All the other elements will work. But fire is the best, I think, if you want to make the most of this crit chance. Put more into crit damage. Get guaranteed crits, right? Burn damage does a lot as well, to be fair. You could do burn in the chest. It does do a lot of damage. Because damage to large enemies also counts towards the burn. So if I put burn on the chest, it will do around about 300 burn per tick, which is kind of crazy, right? It's crazy numbers. So I might try it, but yeah, insane damage with this setup. So this speed ring is really good. Extra speed. Gives you the ability to do a charged attack and then do 3 hits on the boss, and pretty much that will kill the boss. This ring just reduces the cost, gives you movement, which the 2 rings in heavy range give you nice movement. Pretty good. And this is plenty enough to manage your stamina. You don't need any more than that, really, I would say. Yeah, no need for any stamina anywhere. So stamina's not a problem. And then stats wise, I think 320 health is good if you want to do like more of a DPS version, but you could go to 350, 360 to make the most of the healing. Even I'm tempted to do that, to be honest with you, because it almost feels too good. Like you'll see when I killed the Echo Knight there, it's almost too good. It feels like you're killing before the fight starts, so I might put some more into health just to make it a bit safer. But yeah, this is a pretty good way to set up. 80 stamina, 320 health minimum, and just get into the heavy range. Yeah, I've got 3 mesh and 1 plate gloves, so you want to get the most out of the durability here, so get plate gloves. I think that about covers it really. It's not too complicated, it's just, you know, get the shield, get the health regen in here as well, so you don't need any lifesteal. Health on kill. Focus on kills there because there's nothing else really that good. And it is a full focus build, right, with the gems, but it means if there's a effect which takes away your focus, focus on kill just helps counter that, so it's a good counter to some of the negatives, right? But in general, super strong. Possibly the highest damage for killing bosses, but the problem is The Electro spins super fast, so you can get in and out quicker and get your attacks off quicker with this. You kind of have to just wait a bit sometimes, so you get in there, charge attack, a couple of hits, and you have to get out again sometimes because it's a bit slower. But if they do an animation, you can just get on the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, he'll die. Just doing that, he'll just die. So, yeah, you time me right, it's crazy good. Now, there is a healer version you could do with this as well. So what would you do? You'd change all these gems out. You'd put barrier in the helmet, and then you'd put barrier into here, so get the boost based on barrier. Then, after that, you would have barrier again in here, probably instead of armor pen or something. So you've got the healing with the shield off your food, and then you would use this gem here to boost the stats here. But then in the gear you would do max health gems, yeah, max health gems everywhere, and then probably put the guaranteed one in here. Then you can run the utility rune, where you can do a heal aura. So you could just have a heal aura instead of doing this one. Let me just spend some focus real quick. How can I spend focus? Let's do that. Heal aura is like this. You do like a circle of healing around you. You can heal your teammates. That's what you would do. So I might do a planner for that as well if people want to see it. But yeah, perfect for co-op. But crazy damage. I think I'm going to respec that after this video. I'm going to respec it. I'm going to drop some damage. It's got too much damage. It's crazy. I'm going to drop some, put some into health, make it more survivable. I think that'll be a lot better. But yeah, super cool build. Really fun. Yeah, if you like a typical knight, that's just pretty unkillable, and there's the highest, some of the highest DPS you can do on a boss in the game. You'll love this one. But yeah, I'm going to be playing it a lot more, and testing out a bit. But yeah, I might do a healer version down the line on the new patch, when that drops, so yeah. I will be back with more builds soon, but for now, that's this one. Enjoyed it. Any questions, just let me know. But yeah, super fun build.